Today is the 17th of June, year 2011. We are on the second day of the special health retreat in Nashurst House in England. Before we start the session this morning, I would like to invite the bell and we'll come back to ourselves, relax and enjoy the present moment. In the session this morning, we will learn about why we usually get sick more and more nowadays, and why we have too many different kind of food, of nutrition. We have a lot of new technology, much more the comfortable living condition. We have a lot of doctors, a lot of healthcare profession, but why the sickness it seems to be increasing and the chronic disease it seems increasing day after day. By learning that, we will have capacity to recognize the cause of that, and with the mindful breathing, the way to come back to listen to our body, our mind, we can transform all of that cause of illness with the hope that we will have a healthy body, mind, and liberate our spiritual life. So actually we have many causes can lead to our sickness, our weakness. But if we categorize it in a big group, we can narrow them down in kind of 4 different major groups. The first one means our body accumulate too much toxin inside of it. So for the question where the toxin come from, it comes from internally and externally. Internally, every single moment our body has a lot of different biological reaction, metabolism. So during the process of burning the energy, the material to supply the heat for the body to carry out all the basic function in our body. For example, the work of our heart, our liver, and the heart have to pump out the blood through the circulation. The lung have to work to exchange the oxygen and the carbonic. The kidney have to filter 100 liters of blood every day. So even though we don't do nothing, we just sit still or lay down still, our body still has to carry out all that basic function. To doing that, it has to burn all of the material we supply through our mouth, through our contact, through our mind, into the energy. And the byproduct of that become a toxic for our body. For example, when the metabolism carry out, one of that byproduct is carbonic. That air, if it not be eliminated out of our body, it will cause damage. Or some other old or abnormal cell, it will have the radical, or that radical will attack to the cell membrane and cause the damage. They get stick together and it becomes the cluster of cell, and from that it will isolate that group and become the initiate of the cancer cell. Or for example, when we eat our food, the digestive system has to digest, absorb, and push out whatever cannot absorb into our body. If we don't have a bowel movement regularly and often at the circadian rhythm set up, the accumulated of the gas build up in our intestine will become the toxic gas, and it re-penetrate into our bloodstream. So we have a lot of internal toxin as a byproduct of our body metabolism to carry out the basal function. Besides that, we have more and more toxin in our food nowadays, especially not only the toxin we ingest through our mouth. Now we have more way to push or to get the toxin into our body. For example, through our nose by the air pollution, through our eyes because of the bad image, the violation, all of the advertisement picture, all of the sound we hear through our ear, all of the electromagnetic field in the air, through the radar station, through the television channel, and through our urinary tract. For example, the sexual transmitted disease, and through our skin, through our blood, by all of the insect, all of the blood transmitted disease. So in the old time, our people uses that the sickness caused by the mouth and the suffering also caused by our mouth. That means in the old time they think the majority of sickness or the toxin being put into our body mostly through our mouth. And if we say unnicely, unwholesome word to people, and we are in trouble. But nowadays, not only through our mouth, we have a much more way for the toxin to get into our body. That's why the input is about 5, 6 or 8-fold more than output. One reason. The other reason, in the old time, we have the tendency to work with our hand more. We do exercise or we work on our feet more. Nowadays, because we have all the living conditions, it's too comfortable. We have a car, we have all the public transportation, and we have many different industries. So we have a tendency to work less, to exercise less, and to stay indoor more. That's why the capacity of our body to eliminate the toxin out our body become less. And the input more, the output less. What happened? Accumulated over time. And another reason, in the old time, most of the food we eat from nature, right? We produce it naturally and we eat it freshly. But now we have a lot of chemical, fertilizer, insecticide, pesticide, spray before the fruit or the vegetable be collected. And we have a much more other chemical for the preservation, and we add on after the fruit or the vegetable be collected. And with the development of the food industry, we have the way to preserve the food. Not only the manufacturer put the chemical to preserve the food, they have many, more than 1,500 other chemicals to add in the food to make the food more delicious, to make our sense be addicted, to make our fat tissue grow more, so the food or the chemical can retain in that, to make people become sick, so they can make more money. So they have many different ways to put the chemical, the toxin in our food. And then, for convenience, we